Hello, I wanted to show you how my first couple of minutes of cross kingdom kill event looks like, and it's going to be very dynamic. It's mostly in real time. I already landed in kingdom 343 near my potential targets, and I'm scouting whatever castle is nearby just to come back to my city and click two cards and to have better view on the kingdom. Landing spot was carefully selected before near some potential good targets, and that's my first one, so I'm scouting, but of course I'm browsing what's nearby, and I found this one. And now speed is crucial. So this castle has impressive amount of troops, so of course I'm going to attack it. I'm setting up normal march, no bubble scroll, and just going for it. I'm clicking talents, life preserver, because life preserver behaves exactly the same during kill event like during, for example, crown. It reduces your amount of lost troops and you have more troops in the hospital. Then I immediately go to marching speeds, and I'm using what I have left from free speeds. Of course, it's not about catching them before they shield, because I'm counting on them not to be online. If they were online and I wanted to kill them, if I wanted to make sure, I would have to use a lot more speed. So here I lost 4 million power, and I'm using emergency recall, and I'm scouting this castle again to check what's remain. In the meantime, I'm checking the second castle I scouted before, and it's empty, so maybe I'll try to find another targets. As you can see, I'm scouting everything nearby. It doesn't matter what's the size, because not only I'm looking for troops but also the resources, and sometimes you may be very surprised what small castles do have. So my Queen of War, this one has some small amounts, and I'm using favorites button because I'm gonna come back to those later. And again, favorite button, and here the same, because first of all I want to kill those castles which have more troops, like this one, 1.3 million of T9s. Maybe it's not T11s or T12s, but T9s are also okay. So again, normal march, no scroll, of course. I reminded myself that I have colossal march I may use, and I'm using my remaining speed ups on this attack because I want to kill a lot of troops as soon as possible. In the meantime, I'm scouting a couple of other castles nearby, which may be my next targets. As you can see, it's not typical hive, and I chose it carefully. The typical hive is on my left, where I port later. But this was because I assessed the neighborhood and it had a couple of promising targets like this I already killed. So here, as you can see, my scouts reveal no big secrets, some symbolic troops to kill, so I'm adding them to my favorites for some time. Oh, this is promising, and I'm gonna attack it. I just need to check how far is it, because it's not very close, 40 kilometers, and it's 3 minutes almost, so I'm deciding to port next to it, and at the same time closer to the hive, which is on my left. And again, I'm not counting on this castle to be online, because if it's online I simply won't kill it. This is not in my budget to spend a lot of gold on these speeds, but I may scout some castles on my left, where I am closer to them now. In the meantime, I see my alliance friend shows me this castle, which is not so far from me. It's an invader from the third kingdom, but I'm deciding not to go for it because he's definitely online, so he's just gonna port. So I come back to my neighborhood and check what I killed. It seems I killed everything, so I check my scouts. Here it's still a lot to kill. But I want to assess the castles which are nearby. This one I just killed is already empty. The next one nearby is also empty. So I'm going further. This little guy has some troops, so I'm gonna attack it. And bear in mind, I'm use this view latest report thingy because it's very comfortable to use and you can quickly see what's around you, what you already scouted. And I'm going for this little guy without the ship, with normal march but shipless. And I'm checking another one thanks to view latest report function, and I'm going on this one with normal march with ship. So now I have 2 marches running. So because of that I have to be more careful, so I'm checking my cooldown period. And it's less than 2 minutes, so I have to look what's going on with those 2 marches. But of course I may scouting some more in the meantime. I'm scouting again everything, even tagless, so do not underestimate tagless castles. I'm getting close to the hive to check what do they have, and at this moment I stopped recording. And look what I killed the very first hour. And I'm only keeping bigger reports. I had a lot of smaller ones when I killed like 150 to 100k of troops. It was very calm hour, no C4 is trying to attack me, so I managed to kill a lot. Here I already cleaned up my reports. I'm removing most of them because I simply don't have space to keep all of them. This guy had no ship, so remember to have ship in your town. This guy is tagless, so as I said earlier, do not underestimate tagless because you may be surprised. As you can see, 700k of troops, and this one is also tagless and it's almost 800k troops. So that was my couple of first minutes. This is couple hours later. 343 castle already attacking me. It is not surprising because I'm attacking his hive. I used instant recall and waiting for his attack. I'm losing a lot of power, 34 millions. I'm quickly checking my wounded losses section. He killed a lot of my troops. I'm using my coins and check hospital. I was waiting for another attack, but he didn't attack me at the moment, and it's no wonder he used scroll, so that was the reason probably. But look at the number, it is very impressive. This is the second attack later. He also used his scroll. I was wondering why this player killed so many of my troops, and then I realized when I finally checked statistics that he is almost 5k player, so that was quite obvious reason. And another adventure in 343 was Joker player, who had 7 million troops to kill. And I was honestly thinking, okay, I will send one march and that will be suicide march, but I'm very curious what I'm gonna kill and how many, and it appeared I won first one without any problem. I lost second one because Joker had some reinforcements. I killed a lot of troops anyway, but yes, C40 reinforced him, but I decided to go for it anyway because there was a lot of troops to kill, and this is all Jokers. I'm sorry, but I killed all 7 million troops, and he also had some resources I tried to harvest later. I managed to record one short situation connected with Joker's castle. When I was harvesting it for resources, two of his alliance buddies reinforced him, one C40 and one C38. That was someone checking me for reinforcements. And I honestly knew I was gonna be dead, but these were like 2 last hours of the event, so I decided to go for it anyway. It's 1 T12 smart. I think this castle was quite strong, shielded, and now I'm scouting to see the full number of the reinforcements. Honestly, I think no way I would win it. But I decided to go for it because it was like 2 hours before event end and my losses were like minimal. I have almost the same power like at the beginning of the event. So I'm just using Colossal March again to increase my chances to win. Any advice what I should do differently would be welcome because I'm gonna lose this one. But I honestly don't see any other, maybe different guards than infantry guards. And at this very moment when I started to walk on Joker again, I spotted the attack on me, and I knew it was one of the biggest castles in the kingdom. So I'm checking my losses and wounded section, and I see I may easily take one march, but I feel Bazes and I know he wants to attack me with 3 marches already. So of course I can't take 3 marches of very strong C40, and this is my mistake. You see, I'm losing power, 63 millions, and I'm thinking that this Corley speeded 1 march, and I instantly decided to port anywhere. But of course, it was that attack I lost, and I really regret that. But I didn't manage to catch even 1 march of Corley. Maybe I would win, I don't know, because I think we haven't met before, so I don't know his stats, but I know he is one of the strongest castles in the kingdom. So this was a very nice kill event, a little bit different. I ended up fourth because we have really serious killers in 148. Points seem to be consistent with power loss, so I probably killed almost 2 billion powers in 343. And I lost like 7 to 10 million power total, so it was very unusual. I was very lucky. It wasn't easy and unpredictable because I was finding troops in very weird locations at very not typical times. I mean, castles are shielded usually at those times. If I may do something better, please let me know. If you found out something from this movie, that's awesome, and thank you for watching.